Welcome back to the show. I now have with me a representative from Fresh Start Healing Heart. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about this group. Who is Fresh Start Healing Heart?
Fresh Start Healing Heart is an anti-human trafficking organization that works with survivors to help give them a safe place during their healing process. We also are out educating and helping people to bring more awareness so that we can prevent.
Speaking of educating, you know, this is a term that so many of us have heard, human trafficking. Maybe we don't always know exactly what that means. What is it?
Human trafficking is when someone has been forced, coerced, or frauded into a labor of any kind, commercial sex of any kind, organ donating, but being forced to do it or coerced into it, baby sales, things like that are human trafficking.
So this organization deals with some of the worst possible things we can imagine.
Pretty much.
It sounds like.
Yes.
So what is the mission of the organization? What is the goal?
Our mission is to walk beside survivors during their healing process, giving them a safe place, but also connecting them with all the resources they need to complete their go through their healing process. I don't think we're ever completed, but
of course.
For them to be able to have a new start a new life again and move forward.
Now, this is, of course, a very heavy subject, but it's something that it's important to talk about and it's important to be aware of, because whether we like it or not, it happens and it's still happening.
Yes.
And it's been happening for a very long time.
Yes.
What sort of methods are you seeing now? I'm sure you're keeping sort of a thumb on what's going on. What are you seeing those who are doing the coercing, if you will? What methods are they using to bring people in now? Has it changed? Do they evolve?
Yes, they actually do. Social media is your biggest one. We are seeing a lot of the survivors that we are working with that are from the local area that have been brought in through friends, people who have taken time on your social media outlets to get to know somebody, and then they sucker them into all the different ways that you can possibly think of. You know, when you were talking about it going on since the dawn of time, pretty much slavery has been going on. In the U.S., a lot of the misconception is that we have it mostly coming from overseas. And really, in the U.S., over 70% of it is American citizens. And that's what a lot of people don't think of. And so we're trying to raise the awareness that social media is that huge outlet for sucking your children in, or bringing in, you know, young adults. We've worked with survivors from 13 to 60 so far. So,
unbelievable. So tell us, what can the community do? How can they help Fresh Start Healing Heart be part of this, make this known, and support the organization?
That's a great question. By helping Fresh Start, you're really working with the healing process of survivors, which can go through a generation. We don't just put them through a process and then send them on their way. They become adopted into the Fresh Start family. And so we're always walking beside them. The people can help by becoming a mentor. We are in desperate need of host families. We don't house in a specific house. We believe in bringing a family around them, a healthy family around them, and helping to walk through with them. And so that ends up being a thing that we really need, is more mentoring families and host families, other than inviting us to come educate at any club or social event.
So education, awareness, that's certainly something we're trying to affect here today.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on this special edition of the Bluffton News. I'm your host, Daniela Squicaro. We'll see you next time.